Ever since the unboxing video, I knew the Soundpeat Sonic is a winner. Not only it's got everything that's great about Soundpeat's H1, namely the QCC3040 chip, the sound signature, but also it has improved battery life and charging case. Best of all though, it's just 50 bucks, or in some lucky regions, talking to you Asia, you can get this for only around 35 bucks. And best of all, you can actually buy it. I know. But before checking out, there are three important things that you must know. And I'm gonna tell you right now. It's the volume, the LED light, and the physical button. We'll talk about all that, so let's get started right now. Selamat pagi! Good morning everyone, Kenneth here, and today we're talking about everything from sound quality, build, latency, mic quality, and more about the Soundpeat Sonic. Hopefully by the end of the video, you'll understand why this is my best true wireless earbuds pick at around 50 bucks. It's not perfect, but you will at least understand my reasoning behind it. As a disclaimer, this earbuds is bought by myself, but regardless, I will always give you my own honest opinion. And if you appreciate what I do, please consider supporting the channel by buying stuff through the links in the description, because I may get a small commission at no extra cost to you. Thank you so much, and let's get started with the most important aspect, the sound quality. Now let's get this out of the way. For 50 bucks, the True Engine 3 SE is still the winner for absolute best sound quality. It's got a wider soundstage and better instrument separation overall. But in everything else other than sound, the Sonic is better. So that's why in this video I'll compare the Sonic to the Halo GT5, my current top pick for 20 bucks, as well as the Soundpeat's H1 and Feel T1 Pro instead. These two are my current best below 100 bucks. So you have an idea of how much you're getting if you're in the market of mid-range true wireless earbuds. Now, let's talk about my review playlist. I'll leave links in the description if you want to listen for yourself. And we're going to start with Enter Sandman by Metallica. This song pictures a pretty good summary of how the Sonic compares to the other earbuds. First, compared to the Halo GT5, the Sonic isn't all that wider when it comes to soundstage, but it has a tighter bass and better clarity overall. So you get what you paid for here. It's a noticeable difference. Then compared to the Soundpeat's H1, you'll know how it goes if you've seen my unboxing video. The sound signature is very similar, strong bass with good treble, but it's just a night and day difference in terms of soundstage and separation. The H1 reveals the nuances around each instrument. It feels like there's much more space around everything. And then the Feel T1 Pro has all that good stuff but brings the guitars and vocals forward. Then you can set this to bass EQ and it'll sound just as powerful as the Soundpeats without losing any of the clarity. This thing is just amazing. Then comparing most other songs will yield similar stories, say in Black or White by Michael Jackson. The Halo GT5 soundstage isn't all that different from Sonic now, but this still wins with tighter bass and much more defined instrument overall. But the H1 and Feel T1 Pro, of course, still win with a much larger soundstage. Only that here, I prefer the more natural sound signature of the Feel, because in both Soundpeat Sonic and the H1, the vocal is a bit recessed and it got kinda lost in the music, but also the Feel may sound more harsh. So it's actually a preference thing, and overall I am okay with any of these choices. Now for hip hop and rap, I try to compare Growing Up by Macklemore, and the best way I could describe the Sonic is with the word compressed. Bass is strong, vocals isn't bad. I could totally enjoy it, but when I try to compare it with the others, it feels like I'm listening only to the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to the bass and the vocals that's revealed in both the H1 and the Feel, especially the Feel T1 Pro. I love how natural everything sounds on bass EQ, but again, I do prefer vocal clarity over boosted bass with warmer vocals, so your miles may vary. Moving on to J-Rock, we have Flower and Badger Game by Yorushika. I know the Soundpeat sound signature isn't going to shine here. Despite producing clear enough vocals, the compressed feeling in the Sonic makes the bass a bit too much to handle. And same thing goes for the H1, though it's a bit more digestible because of the improved soundstage. But the Feel T1 Pro is without question the winner here. And obviously with normal EQ, amazing. Okay, for the last genre in this section, I think EDM is where the Sonic finally excels. In Stay by Zed, the concentrated boomy bass here gives an impactful beat drop, with vocals detailed enough but not too harsh when you max the volume out, though it's really a shame that the sonic doesn't go very loud, only similar to the cheaper Halos and QCYs, which might very well be the first deal breaker. Speaking honestly though, it's enough for me. I listen at around 60% indoors, which translates to around 40 to 50% on these louder earbuds, but if you like to blast your songs all the way up, or just sometimes max it out when you're working out or you're in a mood, you have to keep this in mind. The Sonic might left you wanting 1 or 2 more extra clicks. Overall, I can say the Sonic has what I call a balance to bass sound signature. It works especially well with pop and EDM, but not so much with rock. Also, it's not a full-on bass monster, so keep that in mind. That will be the Tranya M10, which review is coming later. Alright, so let's talk about build quality and features. Soundpeats has done a good job with this one. The lid finally holds its place. The branding, the color accents are very nice to my eye, and it covers the basics well. USB-C port with a charging indicator beside it, one color-coded case battery indicator inside, 400 mAh battery that provides 2 full charges to both 70 mAh cells in the earbuds. Now, this is not as big as the Galaxy Buds Plus 85 mAh cell, but thanks to the efficiency of the QCC3040 chip, this thing really lasted for 15 hours at 60% volume. Seriously overkill, no matter how you see it. You can check the detail out in my Twitter at TestedByKen, but you can rest assured that this will never, and I mean never, die on you. So yeah, let's talk about the earbuds now. This thing is IPX5 water resistant, same design language as the case, and the size isn't too wide or too thick, so it should fit most people's ears just fine. Though this is not what I call a snug fit. It can kind of move around like this. Not that it matters because the seal provided with the included ear tips are great. Onto the feature side, it's got aptX adaptive support. First for an earbud this cheap. True wireless mirroring, so one paired device and you can use any side you like. And it's got gaming mode, so just like the Soundpeats H1, but what I didn't mention in its review is the stuttering issue that happens every now and then. This is a thing. But to me, it's not very annoying since the stutters are usually tiny, and it's worth it because the latency performance is one of the best, but if you're sensitive to these stutters, you might have to reconsider. Now, the worst problem is the Soundpeats logo that doubles as an LED indicator. Yes, it looks cool when it's charging in the case, but the problem is they turn solid white when no media is playing. Classic Soundpeats, but now many times larger and many times brighter, and that equals to many times more annoying. Let's say in the middle of the night, I'm changing episodes or I want to take a bathroom break, I pause whatever is playing on my phone, and these LEDs light the entire room up. And I could literally use this as my flashlight to light the way, you know, but I don't want it. So this could be the second deal breaker to you. And here's my question. Are you going to use it around bedtime, or do you even care if your room lights up or not? For me, I use earbuds to not annoy my partner at night, but if it ended up flashing on them instead, that's no good. Please, Soundpeats, keep the LEDs off unless it is in pairing mode or charging, and let me know what do you think of this issue down in the comments below. Now, still on the topic of deal breakers, here comes the third one. That is the controls. And I'm specifically talking about this whole front panel that doubles as a physical button. This presses the whole thing into your ear canal, which is very uncomfortable, and it doesn't stop there. You really have to press hard, and the tactile feedback is quite mushy. It sounds like all the wrong recipe. This is the closest I've gotten into hating a physical button, and despite the argument of being more reliable, no accidental touches at all, the controls are full featured, I ended up not using anything much. Maybe I'm a bit too critical here, maybe I'm a bit too harsh on Soundpeats, but try and take a lesson from Transmart Onyx Free. That Panasonic button they use is just perfect. It's very tactile, very little actuation force, still controls everything, and they are IPX7 water resistant. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, you could grab and pinch the earbuds like this and it works fine, but I've got my standards, and I would take Soundpeats touch control any day when compared to this. But again, let me know what you think down in the comments below. All that's left to check out is the latency and microphone test, and just like any other in-ear Soundpeats, they do cost just fine, but let's check it out. Alright, so welcome to the call test everyone. Right now you're listening through the Soundpeats Sonic. And what do you think about the sound quality? In the past, Soundpeats hasn't had the best mic, so I'm not really hoping too much for this. Anyway, we are in an indoor setting where nothing is going on, not even the AC is turned on right now. And let's see how this performs with the crowd noise turned on. Alright, so now the crowd noise is on, playing off of my MacBook Pro 16 at 100% volume. And what do you think about the sound quality? Let me know down in the comments below. Can you still hear me or not? And we'll get back to the video right now. So to sum things up, the Soundpeats Sonic has a lot of great things thanks to the QCC3040 upgrade. It's one of the cheapest earbuds with aptX adaptive, true wireless mirroring, 15 hours of battery life, I'm saying it like it's normal to have this kind of battery, then gaming mode and better case design is more than enough to warrant a $50 asking price. But you have to accept that the volume isn't that loud, the gaming mode stutters, and the worst thing for me is the annoying LED light and the subpar physical button. Compared to the True Engine 3 SE, I think it's worth trading a bit of sound quality to all these modern features, personally for me. But if you don't care, you want the most sound quality you could get for $50, and you don't mind waiting a few seconds to switch between left and right earbud, the 3 SE gives you exactly that. So what a sign of a good year. This early and we already have a very solid recommendation lineup. There's Halo GT5 or Alien Secret as the best for $20, the Soundpeats Sonic for $35 to $50, and Field T1 Pro or Soundpeats H1, if you can get it, as the best for $60 to $70. No matter which one you get, I think you'll be very happy with your purchase, and I've got full reviews for all of them, so check them out. I'll link it in the description below. Also, don't forget to subscribe because we might have another contender to Soundpeats Sonic, and that is the Field T1 Lite. I'm waiting for it to be sent after Chinese New Year holiday, so smash the thumbs up if you're excited, and don't forget to use the links in the description to help me support the channel. I hope this video helped you make your purchase decision, and thank you so much for watching. I'm Kenneth. I will see you in the next one. Bye.